Well, hello.
Hello,
Hi, Mayume.
sister. How's it going? Here
Really?
we
Good. How are
are.
you? On this
I'm
beautiful summer solstice week.
yes, it's not so beautiful right now, but it's gonna be.
Lightworkers Unite is a podcast and social show hosted by intuitive women, lightworkers, and most importantly, friends, Mayume and Manjeet. Welcome to our podcast, Lightworkers Unite, where we believe there is a lightworker within all of us.
Whether you are a medium, an educator, or a nuclear medicine technologist, there is a light worker within you, and we have work to do.
This is a safe and sacred place where lightworkers connect, grow, and learn.
And share our light with the world.
It is the summer solstice week. This year, summer solstice falls on June 20th. And I was kind of
Yes.
reading about it because we talked about how we wanted to have this a podcast and talk about it. And I had to do some research because I'll be honest, I don't know much about it technically, other than people talk about it, longest day of the year. But it falls every year. It's either the 20th, 21st, or 22nd, period.
Yeah.
I just thought that was kind of cool, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It has to, and that has to do with the calendars. The leap year and like the calendars and the way that all works.
Yeah.
That's why it gets shifted. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my
Yes, but I was
shoes.
still kind of amazed that it was only 3 days.
Yeah,
I was
totally.
like, not a week difference. I just thought, oh, it's really kind of specific, right?
Right. Well, and our ancestors, right? Our pagan ancestors, they knew this shit right
Mhm.
down to the minute. They didn't have any deviation. They read this information from the stars, right? This
Mhm.
was big.
Yeah, I know.
It's a very powerful science, right? That astronomical summer, right? They call it the summer solstice.
Yeah.
Our ancestors knew this. They understood it, and they built monuments all over the world around this, right? This powerful time. Yeah.
I love it. Yes. So,
I
so
didn't know
yeah.
this, but
Yeah, go
did
ahead.
you know that the solstice means the sun stands still?
Yes, I was just going to say, I was
Isn't
going to
that
ask you,
crazy?
let's see how we do this. I was going to ask you the question. Do you know what solstice means? Just answered it
Mm.
before I even said it. Has to be
Oh,
yes.
see, we're on the same frequency.
I
We're
know,
on the same
dude. I
wavelength as
know,
per
dude.
usual.
I just love it as per usual. Per usual.
Yeah,
I
I
always
love
think,
it.
how do you spell usual? Usual. Because sometimes
U
I know how to spell
S H. Yush. With an
usual.
accent aigu at the end.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. It's the usual. And I was like, I don't know how to text that. Okay. So yes, getting back to that, to stand still. Because the
Yeah.
sun, even though it's moving very slowly, appears to be still for this time, for this day. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So tell me more. What is it? What is the summer solstice?
Well, I mean, it's basically like like the solstices and the equinoxes, right? They mark our seasons,
Mhm.
right? And that's caused by the Earth's axis being tilted, very specifically to 23.5 degrees with respect to the orbit around the sun, right?
Yep.
So when you think about that, that tilt means different parts of the Earth are receiving sunlight for different lengths of time. And so the summer solstice, we're actually receiving the most of the rays. And
Yes.
that's
The
why it
tilt.
is,
Mhm.
and this is about the northern hemisphere, of course. We can't talk about the southern because it's the opposite, right? When we
It
think
is. Yeah.
about the
They're in
yeah,
winter. Yeah, exactly.
right. So
Exactly.
we're basically tilted. Our Earth is tilted towards the sun. So we're getting the full rays of that glorious energy
So
on this
excited.
magical fucking day,
I
right? Uh,
know.
which is this year, June 20th.
Yeah.
And it means it means it's the longest day
Day
of the
of the
year.
year. Longest
Yeah.
day of the year. I love it, which is this. We're
So cool.
podcasting on Monday right now. So it's this Thursday. It's coming up this Thursday, the 20th. How exciting. I'm excited.
I know. Well, why are you excited? What are you going to do? What's your plan?
Okay, I am actually headed to Lake Chelan and I'm super excited.
Yeah.
And my bestie, hello Tracy, if you're listening, Tracy, who moved to Nevada, like Las Vegas last year. I could cry. So she moved
Aw.
away and she's coming up and
Aw.
we have a group, the Volleyball Mamas. It's a group of ladies, our volleyball team. It's a bunch of these moms that we play beach volleyball and in indoor. We're in a league, and we're all going to go to the Chelan house and
Mm.
drink wine and laugh and play volleyball. So
Aw, I
I'm
love
just
it.
super excited about it. I'm so excited to see her and spend this time. But because of my knee issues, I missed this spring season of volleyball and we're headed into beach and I'm still in physical therapy and with my knee injections, I still can't play. So I was like, that's okay. I'm going to sit and drink wine or beer, or whatever it is,
Mm.
and watch them play on the sand courts in Chelan and still have a grandiose time. So
I love
that's why I'm
it.
excited. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. You know,
I
it's
know.
interesting. We're both doing kind of similar things this weekend.
Oh, really? What are you doing?
I'm going away with my girlfriends too this
Cute.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so funny because I don't know if that's what's calling. I'm going with one of my favorite crews, my girls' night out group. And we one of them has a cabin in Plain, Washington.
Oh,
And so we're heading up
oh,
on Friday and spending a
fun.
long weekend there. Yeah, she has this beautiful cabin. And I call them my brilliant athletic friends. Because they're
Oh,
all so accomplished. Like they're very accomplished women. And I'm so inspired by them. But they also like are very, very, very athletic. So they, run marathons and do cool shit. But she's right on the river. So we've got all these floaties and
oh,
we're
that's the
gonna be
best.
just
Just give me
hanging.
a
It's supposed
floaty
to
on the
be
river. Hello.
I know they've got all the things. So it should be a lot of fun. And they're amazing cooks. They love to like cook.
Ooh, yeah.
Janet, it's her house. She has this huge grill, this big, big flat. She makes paella.
Oh,
And we
love
do
it.
it's called a sisterhood paella. And it's a tradition now. We do it every year, a couple times a year. And
Yeah.
everybody brings something and it cooks up. And I mean, it's literally like
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Massive.
a huge
Oh,
on this big, big grill, and it just simmers and cooks like for hours. And everybody adds their favorite things, and somebody brings shrimp, someone brings this, and it's just like our sisterhood.
yeah. Love it.
It's so fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's so interesting that,
It is
we're both
interesting.
doing
Yeah.
these super fun.
Fun
Sisterhood.
summery and with athletic women. If you think about
Yeah.
it, I mean, because we're playing volleyball
Yeah.
and pickleball, and that's what we do. We're all
I love it.
athletes. I love that. Except we're not
Yeah.
making paella. We are making an enormous charcuterie. And one of the ladies, like,
Yes.
she goes, we'll just do, cocktails and junk food. She goes, I'm fine with that because it's a big crew. And so trying to go to a
Yeah.
restaurant. So we're gonna cook and stay on the deck. And
Oh,
I'm
perfect. Yeah.
yeah,
You
I love
gotta
it. I want
just,
to float on the river. That's the only thing that's missing. We're just going to float on the lake, but I want, you know how I love a good river. What river is it?
oh yeah. It's I don't know, the one in Plain, the one that goes through. It's a big one, the main one.
Is
I
it
don't even know.
Wenatchee?
Yes, I think it's the Wenatchee
Okay.
River. And
Yeah.
they're right on it. So it's like literally we
Love
just walk
that.
down it. Yeah, we do it
It's
every
so
year.
fun.
So it's like our
Yeah.
thing, or a couple
Yeah.
times a year, really. And we
Yeah.
like to go up in I've been taking my kids there too, for years, with her kids. So my kids grew up there, So
Yeah.
it's like this really
I
cathartic,
love it.
super fun, homey little cabin
Yay.
that's just
Oh,
memories. And yeah, it's so nostalgic for me, but it does feel very I think when I think of the solstice, I think of like cycles, like that's what's coming to mind right now.
yeah.
Like, especially with me and this home and these sisters, I've known them for, over 20 years, right?
Yeah.
They're my dear sisters. So it feels like a reconnection. Like when we get together, it feels like and we've been through so much all over the years, right? When we see each other again, things are different and we've changed. are married to different people. Like, some are, their kids are in uni and they're doing, it just feels very
Wow.
like, I don't know, like a reboot. Like I get to see them and then
Yeah. Yeah.
reboot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's,
And what a
I wonder,
beautiful time of year to do that.
the
That's right.
solstice, it feels like
Yeah.
that energy. Yeah.
Well, of course. And we're talking about sun energy is so powerful and it is so needed. We humans
Yeah.
need the sun. And whether we realize it or not, there's information in the sun and the rays. And like I said, we always talk about vitamin D, obviously. And it's okay. I mean, yes, please wear sunscreen, but it is okay to absorb the rays, and your human vessel needs the sun. So on this day, the 20th, we hope that you, wherever you are, and step outside. And in the northern hemisphere, step outside and get some of the beautiful rays, because it's going to be out for like how many hours? Isn't it like 10 hours? That I think it's 10 hours
Oh,
of
yeah. I mean,
daylight. That's about 15 hours. I stand corrected. Yeah.
wow.
Sunrise is 12 to 15
Really?
hours. So the time for sunrise to sunset is about 12 hours. Yep. And in the mid-northern latitudes, it says the length of daylight lasts about 15 hours. Oh my gosh. Right. And then for those who are north of the Arctic Circle, the sun remains above the horizon for 24 hours. So like those folks up in Alaska and north of that get it almost 24 hours. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and they need it, right? Because they get the polar
The
opposites. They get
opposite.
they're kind of like it's, to me that it really says balance, right? It's like,
Yes.
it's kind of like the Earth's way of saying, okay, it's time to reboot. It's time to reset, relax, like, and
like the yin and yang,
equilibrate.
right? I
Yeah.
saw the yin and the yang going, well, here we go. This is light and this is dark. And then it's going to spin and be the opposite. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
It is really an interesting time of year. And I know we're talking kind of technically and physically what we're doing, but also spiritually, right? The summer solstice is a very, very heightened time for spiritual ritual.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of like old energy, like we said earlier, this has been going on for a long, long, long time. And our great ancestors knew of this time and really like inhaled this season, like this solstice energy. I mean, all four of the solstices and equinoxes are very, very powerful, but
yeah,
summer in particular is just very much about, celebration. And it's the time when we see things more clearly, right? Because we have more sunlight. So if you think about that from a spiritual perspective, what in our spiritual world or spiritual realm are we ready to look at more deeply?
I agree. Yeah. Well, they were saying, I was reading about it, it's a good time to set intentions, right? Good time to set intentions. It's a good time to meditate. Of course, I think every day you should meditate every day. But maybe you want to meditate twice or 3 times on that day. I don't know. There's something about meditation, build a fire, perform summer solstice crystal ritual, spend time in nature. And they're saying doing yoga, brew some sun tea. That's what I was thinking about. Charge your gemstones, your crystals on the solstice. Yes. Get those.
Now's the time.
Now's the time. Get them out there and just soak that up. Do some gardening, gathering herbs, make a wreath, have a bonfire. They're saying at the night, right? I mean, sit with the fire. I just, me, I'm a fire girl. So I love the sun. I love the fire element. I think all of those sound fascinating. And, yeah. Sun tea.
I know in India they do that. Yeah, sun tea would be fun. That's a cool idea. I definitely want to try that one. And I definitely have my all my, like, I think I use a lot of selenite around in my life in general. Just a lot of clearing energy in between coaching calls, workshops. That's a big thing. And it really clears a lot of energy from
it does.
Your cards and decks. That I use all the time. But they also do need to be cleared. So
Mhm.
I'm super excited to do that.
Clear the selenite, clear the clearing
Selenite.
stone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
recharge the selenite stones. Yes, agreed.
Yeah, and
Love it.
crystals. And I was going to say, I know in India, a big tradition is, of course, it's yoga. Oh, wow. Look at
This
that.
is a selenite lamp. This is beautiful.
Wow. I
And,
love
and it's
that.
like warm. It's
Um,
gorgeous. Love it. Yeah.
okay, I need one of those. What the fuck?
My Kira Schaefer got that as a gift for me for my office. Is that
Oh, I love
and I
it.
turn it on every time. I love it. But yes, you need one just to
I love
Woo!
that. Because it does have that light energy. Way to go,
Yes,
Kira. Okay, I'm
I know.
inspired. Nice.
Yeah,
Love
love
it.
it. Love it.
Love it.
I love
Love
it.
it. I love it. I'm 50. I'm 50.
I'm
I love it.
50. I love it. I love it.
No, I was gonna say that of course I'm a yogi. I love yoga. And that's in India, that's the birthplace of ancient yoga, the practice, right? And so I just found that so interesting when I was looking at what people are doing around the world. They do a mass yoga practice in
Outside.
India. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a beautiful solstice tradition, right?
Yeah.
And the practice of yoga is very it's about opening, right? It's releasing, and to do it in harmony with other beings is also very, very, very powerful. That's why I love doing yoga in a studio. For
Mm-hmm.
me, it's a very powerful I'm not in their
Space.
energy at all, but there's something about being with like-minded energy. That
Yes.
frequency
Yeah.
is I'm
Agreed.
addicted to it. I'm totally
Agreed.
addicted. I can't get enough of it,
Love it.
So yeah, I just love that in India, that's what they're doing. And in England, right? They're doing very similar things at Stonehenge. It's a huge
Mm-hmm.
place of connection
Mm-hmm.
for our ancestors. And you were mentioning something really cool about it earlier.
It's the way I'm going to pull it up right now because I wanted to show the picture.
Love that.
It is so cool the way because of the placement of the sun of where it is at the highest point,
Mhm.
the way it shines
Yeah.
through the stone hedge. What happens stone hedge on the summer solstice? Here we go. It comes through. Let me see if I can get the right picture and show it to everyone. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh, I can't make it bigger. Why can't I make you bigger? So look at this. See how it comes
Yes.
through like that? Isn't
I
that
know.
beautiful? Just
It's shocking.
it
It's
is.
absolutely shocking. They call it
Let's go to
greet the rising
Stonehenge.
sun,
Yeah.
right?
Woo,
It's
I
called
just got
greeting
chills.
the rising sun. Yes, I love
Green in the
that, to
right. Look at
watch
that.
that.
Look at someone captured that there. Yeah, let's go. Why don't we take a trip?
Let's go. I fucking go. Well,
Next
and
summer solstice? Let's go to
yeah.
Stonehenge
Oh my gosh.
and do
I'm sure they
yoga.
have tons of I bet they have tons of people
People
practicing and
that go there.
there. And yeah, I
Mm,
bet. And I know, like, even in Sweden, right? They do the Midsummer, the big festival. It's a big, I mean, that's a really great horror movie too, by the way.
what is?
Midsummer.
Oh,
Midsummer, it's called. I
no thanks.
know, but every time I see it now, oh, it's terrifying. It's
No thanks.
fucking
I'm
terrifying.
good.
So sorry, we did a hard
Oh,
shift, but it
no,
was
no.
Sweden, and that
Yeah.
Midsummer is a really, really
Midsummer.
powerful greeting of welcoming of the sun, and again, lots of connection, a lot of harmony. So I'm not surprised that you and I are both going away separately with our
I
different groups,
know. I
because
love
there's
it.
something about that connection, right?
Yeah.
Of
Yes.
being with like-minded energy. So I'm
Yeah.
curious, how many of you listeners are going away this weekend
Oh
with
my
friends?
gosh. Yeah.
I
Right.
bet there's a lot
I bet. Well, it
unconsciously.
is. It is the first day of summer. It's kicking off summer. School's ending for a lot of people, or especially college. A lot of them have just ended or already ended. So it is the beginning of travel and weekends and sunshine and music and floaties and cocktails and I'm so excited.
She's
So
got her arms in the air.
excited. I know. Woo! if you're watching on
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah. Yes, please watch on YouTube. Come join us on YouTube,
Oh,
everyone.
join us. We're just, so fun. But I love this ritual too in Eastern Europe. They do this thing for some for summer solstice, and it's called jumping over bonfires. So what they do is that we're talking fire energy.
Yeah, they were saying build a bonfire. Oh,
yeah,
jump
and
over the bonfire.
Eastern Europeans, they're jumping over that shit and burning their assholes. I don't know, because that's terrifying to me. But they in Eastern Europe, Ukraine, Poland,
Get
Russia,
out. Oh my, jumping over a fire, little campfire, sure. A bonfire. I mean, to me, the bonfire is massive. A bonfire is a bonfire. Come on.
Right? I know.
I can't even.
I guess you can make them however you want, but it's terrifying. Either way,
terrifying.
I don't know if I will write some stuff and burn that shit in a bonfire.
Oh, yes.
That's what I want to do. I think we're going to do that.
I just have a fire pit table. So I'll just, maybe we could do that. Yeah. We won't jump over it, but maybe we'll just burn do a little release, love the fire ceremony, which is something we're going to do this summer, have a little fire ceremony, right?
We are.
So cool. So excited.
Yes. Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that. Well, this was
all the things.
Fun. Happy summer solstice.
Yeah.
And how about how much and how often as we talk, we both didn't know that we were going away this weekend with girls. I mean, I didn't know. I mean,
I knew you were. I just had, but yeah, I knew you were because I knew you had the Chelan situation. We were planning all that. But no, it's so interesting how it does feel like a time for being with your sisterhoods, being with people, friends, opening up that energy, friendship. I know we're getting our menus together online, and it's just so fucking fun. I love that. I love these ladies so much. Yeah, it's so great.
Oh, you're gonna have a great
bonfires.
Time. You're gonna have a great time. Love it.
Yes, you too, my sister. Yes. So let's I'll be really curious. Share with us what you're going to be doing this weekend.
Share with us. Yeah, listeners, please. And if you don't have any plans, now you do. I mean, you've listened to us. You're like, well, I'm at least going to go outside. Go outside and absorb the sun's energy. Okay. Wear sunscreen, but absorb the sun's energy. Yes.
Yeah. I just keep seeing this, and I don't know. I just want to share this to you. Even if you are by yourself, right? If you are on your own this on the 20th or this weekend, maybe taking some time and going out in your bare feet and just bring in your guides, bring in all your whole, I call them your whole spiritual team. They might be animals, they might be gods, goddesses, it might be, a departed loved one. It could be an animal, right? All these things. Just maybe bring them in. Just say, what? I invite you to be with me and celebrate this beautiful, powerful day. I'm feeling a lot of old ancestral energy, maybe bringing in your ancestors, paying homage to Gaia, right? Maybe even if you don't have a guide or you're not into that shit, that's fine. Maybe just connect with Gaia and nature on this day. Imagine beautiful roots coming down your legs and anchoring you into the earth as she's tilting and shining the sun on your beautiful self.
Yeah, love it. Sounds good.
I love it.
Beautiful. All right.
Awesome. Well, that was so fun, and have a fantastic weekend, my sister, and have a really great solstice, everybody.
Thank you. Yay. Yes. Same to you, Manjeet, and everyone. Thanks for listening, everyone. Happy solstice.
Happy solstice. Mwah.
See you later.
Bye.